Hey, everybody. Welcome to Metal Movies and Brewskis Live. This is episode 37, and I'm your host, Matt Burke. Tonight, we got a special show planned for you, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of topics, a lot of cool things about Halloween and monsters and movies and comics, all the dope shit, as you would say. Yeah, Halloween's, 13 days away, so everyone's getting their costumes ready and, carving their coffins. All that good stuff. But I guess we'll get into the first topic at hand. And this is something that I'm going to be covering on this channel extensively. And this would fall under metal news. And it is about the alleged sequel to Brutal Legend. Yes, and the game that they would never make a sequel to. I guess that it's in the works right now. They're just trying to find a way to, make it work. And we got a little article right here that's covering it from Metal Injection. Hopefully Jack Black gets his shit together and comes around and helps with the creation of this game. Brutal Legend was released back in 2009 and featured a massively metal soundtrack. That's right, with Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Mastodon, King Diamond, Children of Bodom, Dark Tranquillity, and Flames, and more. That's just only scratched the surface. Brutal Legend was an action-adventure game with some real-time strategy and was created by Double Fine Productions. The game follows Eddie Riggs, voiced by Jack Black, who runs into musicians that are voiced by Lemmy Kilmister, Rob Halford, Ozzy Osbourne. So yeah, Brutal Legend was metal. But will there ever be a Brutal Legend 2? According to Double Fine Productions and director head Tim Schafer, they're still torn. The studio has published a lengthy blog commemorating the 15th anniversary of Brutal Legend, where they noted that Double Fine Productions is still on the fence. Man, these guys need to get their shit together. This Sunday marked the 15th anniversary of Brutal Legend, a length of time which truly alarms all of the folks here who worked on it, wrote Double Fine Productions Harper in the Post. Times River claims all things, but if you're lucky, you get to do some stuff which leaves a mark. And when it comes to our games here at Double Fine, it's fair to say Brutal's got one hell of a legacy. My inbox on social media gets pinged every day, and I think at least 3 times of those messages, or percent of those messages, for Brutal Legend 2. Yep. Eddie Riggs' tale of heavy metal daring do has really stuck with fans over the years and keeps generating new metalheads as time goes on. Yeah, man, it's an awesome game. Like, it's like Zelda, but for metal. We've spoken about it over the years from time to time. How could you not? Harper added later in a quote from Schafer about a possible sequel. People ask about Brutal Legend 2 all the time, and I'm torn about that. Tim told me. I know some of them want it with an evolution of the RTS stuff, which would be kind of like a World of Warcraft or Command and Conquer. I don't know if you guys played that game. A lot of people played that shit back in the day. And some of the God of War with Eddie Riggs. I'm more akin to the God of War, just like mindless violence, kind of going there and smashing shit up. But they did have some kind of RTS stuff in the old game where you're building studios and you're combating and whatnot. I understand the logic of making the second option. But I'm much more excited about the first, he says. So it probably will be, kind of like a World of Warcraft, which I could see that too. Chad Dawson, lead programmer, had a few ideas, wondering less about player expectations and more about the vast options that might excite the studio. There's so much of a world to explore that could be done in many ways, he mused. It could be an RPG, it could be an RTS, or even better, both. Or auto. Yeah, I don't know about the auto battling shit, man. I don't know about that, but so it sounds more like a if, or more like when instead of an if. So we're going to be covering Brutal Legend news for the sequel on this channel. And there's definitely going to be more news about it. They're just losing money. They're putting money on the table. I don't know about you, but have you played it? How's it going, Brian?
Yo. What's up? I haven't played it yet, but I own it, right? I put that shit on my wish list. Yeah. But here's the thing. Okay, this is what I do with video games. Something looks dope, or I hear it's great. I wish list it on Steam, and I buy that shit when it's 40% off, 50% off, sometimes like 70% off, right? Yeah. And that's a 15-year-old game. Oh, and sure. I got it for like $5, and it's one of those things like when it pops up, it's just like, can you really say no? And you had told me so much about this game that it piqued my interest, and so I was just like, damn, that does sound like fun. And it's fun. Evidently, it's got a fan base.
It's huge, dude, and it's growing bigger every year. And
that's amazing.
Jack Black's been kind of acting like a little baby
acting
lately.
A fool. Oh,
he needs a blankie. But he needs to come back and do some Eddie Riggs shit. You know what I mean? Pull the thing out of his and dude, it's just it's like Frank Frazetta, metal, like everything thrown together. Robert E. Howard, like all the metal stuff, all these iconic metal.
Lemmy's up in there.
Yeah, and it's like Zelda too. And I could see them making it more like World of Warcraft too, where you pay like a monthly subscription and they just keep building maps. I didn't know they did that. I was talking to this dude at work, and and he was like, they just keep building maps, and he's like a dragon dude that's flying around on another thing. I'm like, what the fuck? This is way different than World of Warcraft 2 back when I played it, back in the Disney. But the fucking orcs in there, and I love that movie. That movie fucking slaps. I'm sorry. That movie is dope.
The Warcraft movie?
Yeah, that movie's fucking dope.
You know what I liked about it? Because there were things I didn't like. Doug Jones doesn't know how to end a movie. That's for one thing. He always fucks up his endings, right? But that's not to say that I totally dislike his movies. What I loved about that one is that everything, the production design, everything looked like it was straight out of a Dungeons and Dragons game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even the armor, it looked like the
So
kind of
dope.
armor you would see on like a little figurine. It was Gwar-like.
Yeah, dude.
In
Like I
that
went back and watched
regard,
it again. I got giddy, just like, oh fuck, you know.
yeah,
Me and
it's a
my brother
beautiful
came
looking
over and
movie.
watched it, and I like the gore in there, dude. And then you got Ragnar Lothbrok and Ben Foster's.
He's
like,
very good. Ben Foster's really great.
Toby Kebbell, he always plays like the mocap characters, you know. He ever since Rock and Rolla got, you know, that Guy Ritchie movie kind of blew up for a minute there. But yeah, the movie slaps. I forgot who did that movie. It was like David Slade, I think, or something like that.
No, it's I said Doug Jones, but I think
Duncan Jones. Duncan Jones, right?
Jones,
That's
who
right.
is
That's right.
the son of Davy Jones. Davy Jones, a musician who had to change his name because there already was a Davy Jones in the Monkees. So he changed his name to David Bowie.
That's funny. Like Michael Douglas Keaton.
Right. Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
And he was actually the one that was responsible for getting his son Duncan interested in filmmaking. Because he bought a camera for him, and they would make little stop motion movies with Star Wars figurines and shit like that. So he encouraged his son in his artistic pursuits. Best movie by him, I think, is probably Mute, because that's the only one that doesn't botch the ending. Moon is a great movie, but he botches the ending. And then he did another Philip K. Dick movie that I can't remember the name of it, that had Jake Gyllenhaal in it. And that was another one where I was just like, he fucked up the ending.
The endings are kind of hard to nail sometimes, you know.
They can be. It's
the first thing you got to write, I think, right?
And you got the feeling, right? Like for instance, in Moon, it's the whole writer's instinct thing, right?
Yeah.
Where I was just like, I felt like I know what this guy needs to do. He needs to blow up the space station and himself and take like these people with him. Like that's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And you don't get that because that ending people would not like. Because, dude, you have to understand, normies literally will not like a movie because it has an unhappy ending.
Yeah, no, like No Country for Old Men. I remember walking out of that, you know, there's no social redeeming value. Like the wine moms and the Karens back in.
Not everything needs to have a happy ending. And nothing, it's not like everything needs to be grim and hopeless. It's the story. What's the story telling you it needs? And it's just like, and some writers, it's just, I mean, I basically chalk it up to Hollywood, you know. It's like focus groups and all that shit. So that's what I always loved about Italian films. It's what I always loved about Japanese movies too. It's like, yeah, the hero can die. The same thing with horror, of course. You know, in horror, it's a lot of good versus evil, and very often evil either wins or kind of breaks even.
100%. Have you seen the new Batmobile?
No.
The absolute Batmobile? Oh
no,
shit, man.
No, I have not. Is that causing? Is that rustling jimmies?
Hopefully. Well, I guess they talk about it right here. I think it was New York Comic-Con during the panel of Absolute Batman creative team Snyder and Dakota addressed the overwhelmingly positive reaction to the first issue. And they also debuted the new Batmobile. It has a dump truck style. So, you know, with Batman building all the buildings in town, you know, he's the city engineer.
That's right.
They have some stuff for it right here, I think. So
can I just jump in real quick about New York Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, did you go or what?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I knew Rini was going, and I was telling her, like, you know, like I sold out 400 issues on day 2. Right?
I remember you telling me that.
She sold out on day 2.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
But here's the thing that's amazing: she actually got new books in.
Oh.
For the rest of the convention. Like, I don't it must have been RJ, I'm guessing, who probably made that happen. But it's just like she ran out of books, and instead of just being fucked, it was just like, yeah, she actually got to resupply with books. So that's a handy thing to know if I ever do the NYCC again.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. You got to have, I guess, more than enough.
But yeah, her shit's flying, so that's cool.
What's up,
Edwin? What up, Edwin?
Yeah, man, that
Speaking of another great indie comics creator, but yeah, you were talking about the new Batmobile.
Yeah, dude. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. For some reason, that website's kind of wacky right now. So
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, no, I try to get everything kind of good to go, but sometimes the thing gets kind of wacky sometimes.
I was just meditating in the other room and just left the computer on. Yeah. And I was like meditating for about like 5, 6, 7 minutes. And then I heard Map Finder come on. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
it's time to go. That song slaps, man. Holy shit. I can still never get around the fact that that's you singing, dude. You fucking rip, dude. It's good shit. Seriously, that song fucking slaps.
Dave is a beast, man. Yeah, here's one of the pictures right here, dude. Up at the top, let's see. That's it right there for now. It's a gigantic garbage truck, bro. And yeah, it's got a fucking like staircase on it and shit. It's based off of like a 3-story those garbage trucks, those massive ones, and he's just like
the really big ones that like move heavy machinery, or the kind that you'll see in the kind that they'll repurpose for movies like Soldier, right? Remember those gigantic fucking trucks that they had? Yeah. Right, they're for like moving mountains and shit like that. Yeah, mm-hmm. That's. 100%. I mean, look, that's ridiculous.
There's a picture of it right there.
I think that's ridiculous in the same way that the Frank Miller Batmobile was ridiculous, right? It's just like it's like because you're on it, what, like issue 3, I think. By the time he rolls in the fucking Batmobile, and you're just like, oh yeah, what about the Batmobile? And you see it, and it's a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just like he turned the Batmobile into a tank. And so this is just taking that idea and just putting it on steroids.
Yeah, and he was on Casually Comics doing he did like another view with what's her name? I forgot that runs that channel, but it's pretty cool interview. And he was talking about that, and then he was saying that there's a scene that we're gonna need to Alfred's it's in issue 2 that's gonna debut the next one. Alfred's like, we're gonna need a getaway, and he's like, well, you're standing on it, so they're trying to get away, and you're gonna see some pretty cool new things with the cape. He doesn't have a grappling hook yet, so he's using the cape for a lot of that stuff. But this, and he also wraps it around kind of like when you go to the Middle East, you wrap the scarves around your neck when you're trying to tighten up. But he also hooks it onto a building, and then makes a pulley system to kind of go down the side of the building, and it looks pretty dope. But he has access to these dump trucks. He's a city engineer, so he's building these buildings. So he lives in the penthouse and in a lot of these buildings, because a lot of them are unoccupied. They're owned by billionaires, so he can literally make little bat caves. And there's a bunch of towers of them. And I don't want to spoil it, but there was a bunch of spoilers on here. It looks pretty dope. He blew up one of them. It looks cool. And he was saying that, dude, wait till you see Bane. He's gonna be huge. I'm like, fuck yeah, And he was talking. Yeah, he's huge. He's gonna be, because Batman's already, almost 300 pounds. So Bane's gonna be
going to talk like Sean Connery.
Yeah, right. He was saying that well, are you gonna invert him too, make him tiny? And they're like, no. He's like, I have to make him huge. I'm gonna make him massive. I'm like, fuck yeah.
That'd be funny if he made him a dwarf.
And then he was saying, he thought about doing that, really skinny or like that, tiny, because it's all inverted. And the Joker, he's a multi-billionaire. He's got drones. He's got it's corporations. He's like Bezos basically, or
Lex Luthor from the sounds of it.
Yeah, he's just like Luthor, but he's got even more money, and he doesn't laugh at all. That's why they call him the Joker. But I guess this Batman's gonna get him to laugh and whatnot. I don't know. I'm really excited about it though. The story's really fun. It's just fun, You could read it under a microscope and pick it apart, but at the end of the day, I just think it's a fun book. Hard recommend. I don't know how it's gonna last, but a lot of the Rogues Gallery too are his friends, from the original, Batman, like Harvey and Oswald and Croc. They're not even these characters yet. They're going to turn into him as the story progresses. So
I see.
Joker even has a Joker cave. Like it's got all that shit.
A Joker cave? What the fuck?
Yeah. He's got like everything that Bruce had, but he's evil, and he's got the money and he could do whatever he wants,
Look,
so
I'm gonna buy that shit the next time I go to the LCS for sure. I'll check it out. I'll definitely give it a chance. I just think a lot of people are freaking out.
Oh yeah,
pissed off about it just for no reason because it's a fucking Elseworlds.
Yeah, they're tripping, dude. They're like crying.
There should always be. I mean, shit. Batman is like one of those characters like Spider-Man that's always had like at least 3 titles.
He's
like
fucking
3
Dracula,
titles.
dude. I mean, he's huge. It's always going to be that way.
Yeah.
And you got to keep it. You got to keep it interesting. And then Hush 2 is going to be coming out. They're going to put Jim Lee on the main title with Jeff Loeb. So
nice.
He's I mean, this will be a perfect segue into what I'm talking about next. So you have to bank these artists, right? So if you have a really good artist, you need to have him do 4 issues. Then you got to have another really good artist do the next 4 issues, right? That's how you keep the steam. That's how you keep it going, right?
Yeah, that's a really good system.
That's what Zub's doing on Conan right now. He has De La Torre do 4, then he has Doug Braithwaite do the next 4, and he does 4-ish, like basically a 4 arc, 4-issue arc, and that's plenty to do a little like arc, a little short story. You kind of started at the maybe De La Torre will draw like the first part of it, or actually no, he has it 4 and 4, so it works out great. So he's gonna do 4, and then he's gonna bring another guy in to do kind of some of the origin stuff. And after Nick Dragotta doesn't do that, he's gonna have this guy right here. This is Gabriel Hernandez Volta. So he's gonna be doing the other Batman issue 4. You're gonna get into his origin. You're gonna see why he's so fucking big. You're gonna see why he has a big ass bat signal. So they're gonna. So
another one of these Latin American cats.
Yeah. And this is his artwork right here. I'm going to follow him after.
Fuck, man. I'm telling you. It's something in the water down there or something. There's just like this surge of fucking talent, man.
Like either like Spain or, Italy or Portugal or, Brazil, Mexico, South America. But you could see this guy's,
mad crazy skills. I see some stuff that you've gone by that's just fucking beautiful. Obviously, French influence.
Definitely Euro. A lot of immersion. You could just kind of tell what he's going to do with the origin. Because like you said, right? I was thinking about this today. Like where you're talking, like, okay, well, it's Halloween 15. I mean, what the fuck else you want to do? Like it's Batman, like 2000. Like what else? I mean,
yeah.
What else could we do? It's Dracula, fucking 5 million.
10 billion.
So you can always go back and read like 1,000 different versions of the actual source material. So let's kind of switch it up a little bit, but keep it grounded. Like for him, for Snyder, he was saying that, Batman, parents died and he has to get revenge. You know what I mean? Whether he's
or
rich or not.
Revenge. Yeah.
And his mom's still alive. That's the thing, but you don't see the Joker. He's not bringing him in. He says he has like 2 years lined up. He has his life and death and like everything lined up for Batman. He said that was what Grant Morrison told him to do. He's like, find out, like write the whole life of your character. Especially Batman, before you jump on it, otherwise you'll go nuts. So he did that with like the older run. But yeah, this guy's art looks pretty dope. He's going to be jumping on Absolute Batman number 4. You're going to go into Absolute Batman's origin a little bit more with that issue.
Beautiful, dude. So beautiful.
That's how you line it up. You get your main guy to rest a little bit, or at least catch up for, you know what I mean? Then you bring in another fucking killer to keep the story going, but building on that as well, right? So I think that's pretty awesome.
All right. Yeah. So he's, I think from, did you say like Spain or Portugal or someplace like that?
I have no idea, but I'm just saying that like
great
statement, like,
because he has a Hispanic name. So immediately I'm just thinking like Latin America, because there's just like so much crazy talent coming out of there. But his work looks very French. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's European. Because it's just interesting how the artists from like different parts of the world will bring a different style.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You see what their influences are.
Oh, definitely, man. And there's this one style I want you to check out. I actually from these guys. I mean, you're no stranger to them, and I actually think that it's got Dracula 2, The Brides. This is Matt
Damn.
Wagner. And
They're already doing a fucking follow-up?
Yeah, it hasn't even been like a year, I don't think.
Not
not
even close to it. That's
they
fucking
came
awesome.
on the show in November. It's October, and so they're already launching the second one. They're doing a different like marketing strategy now too. And they're already at 151. The last campaign made like 250. So they're doing half. I think they're doing like about half the time too. But the first issue was fucking dope, man. I've
heard.
It really expands.
You have that, right?
Yeah, I did a review on it too. If anybody wants to come go check it out, or you want to check out the interview we did with Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones, we have it on the open.
That was fucking epic. I couldn't believe that you got those dudes. Yeah, that was insane.
Well, they were doing a lot of YouTube shows. They did like 20 like interviews or whatever. But
they hustled. They hustled for sure.
They fucking hustled, and now they have like a big following for this, which they should. And
they're both like top tier, like 4-star talents.
Yeah, and they redefined Dracula in this book, man. And they did it in comics, and I think comics is the best form of multimedia. It's my favorite to tell stories. Sure. It's just there's nothing like it. There really isn't. It's really magical. And what they did was they put horror and romance and action adventure. And Dracula, he's a fucking monster. So you think you could trust him, but you never can, dude. He's a complete narcissistic maniac. A psychopath.
That sounds like Dracula to me.
Yeah, and he's got the power of Satan in him that gives him all the, of Lucifer. So, right here, they talk about, this is where the second one picks up. I don't want to spoil it, but you guys, if you can, come back the first issue right now. It's on here. Get the hardcover. If you can't, it's going to be split up into floppies, and the first issue of the first book is going to be available through Dark Horse, I think, on Wednesday. So you can start picking up the floppies there, Brian, if you want. But I recommend getting hard copy off this campaign. Through their Orlock publishing. But like the first volume, Wagner and Jones' Dracula Saga was a runaway hit, breaking the top 20 in Kickstarter's all-time most successful graphic novel campaigns. Dracula Book 2, The Brides, presents 120 pages of sexy and sinister story and art, almost 30 pages longer than Book 1. So that's why it's like a couple books more. I just backed it too. This would be like because this is like like the big thing I'm always looking for. I like Dracula. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's your boy right there.
Yeah, and they went above and beyond like what I wanted out of it. And Wagner and Jones are once again joined for this creepy foray into the shadows of Castle Dracula. By the stellar talents of Jose Villarrubia on colors and lettering by Rob Lee. The colors on here are very like Suspiria, dude.
Oversaturated.
I mean, you remember how when they were talking about it, like all like the crazy like psychedelic type coloring,
Yeah. Like the really garish. For sure. It's like normally when you would use the word garish, it would be a negative thing, but it's like used for like a great effect.
It's like a straight up like a nightmare or hellish trip when you're reading it. You're on like a trip, but it's fun. And it takes you in places that you wouldn't even think. It's like Lord of the Rings, dude, but like with Dracula, a little bit. But this campaign is the only source for these beautiful European album size. That's another thing. If you're gonna back it on here, it's gonna be album size, like European style. It's gonna be hardcover, as well as the exceptional art reward tiers. There's fucking dope ass T-shirts on here. I want the Orlock hat. Just a good old hat, and that's what they look like on here. A lot of the times we were going through that that ball cap era, or like baseball caps.
Count Orlock getting a lot of love lately. Have you noticed that?
A lot of love, a whole lot of.
Isn't it kind of freaky? Like he's like really in the zeitgeist right now.
He is. He's zeitgeisting, dude, hard. And you got in Dracula's too. And like I just love these page like layouts, man, that he does. And when he was on the show, he was talking about you got to lock in that page, man. In a day. I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? Like, how do you come up with these concepts and these page layouts in like in that quick of a time?
They're both geniuses. That's
he is, dude. And he just goes at it with the blue line. Like with people like artists that can just hit it with the blue line and just come in like with the ink right after. It's like fuck. And then where he does his spot whites and his spot blacks, it's mind boggling. He's just a genius.
Him and Matt Wagner. I mean, that's an insane fucking combo. You know, talk about, I mean, like heavy hitters. Because the thing about Matt Wagner is he's a writer artist.
Yep.
That basically kind of sidelined his art to focus on his writing.
Right. Right.
And, you know, he's like one of the great visionaries in our scene. And then fucking Kelly Jones is fucking Kelly Jones. Jesus Christ, man. You know, pretty much it's just like him, Kyle Holtz, Powell. What up,
Powell?
What up, Unhinged?
What up, Jake?
Fucking like French format? God damn.
No, that's the best, dude. You know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm just checking in with y'all in the chat. Sorry. December is the release of the Nosferatu movie. Yes, and there's also the Doug Jones one that's going to come out for you to kind of wet your palates with for now. That one we were talking about on previous stream. That one's going to be pretty interesting as well. Just a fun little popcorn muncher, you know?
I don't know if you saw K-Pop's stream before, but she had on an artist, a really fucking good one, and he was obsessed with Count Orlok.
Well, there's and also like a Nosferatu book on Zoop right now that looks really dope. I was checking that over on the Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's insane.
So that's probably the one. Yeah, my friend has a Nosferatu book. Okay, so I seen that advertised on TikTok, because TikTok's got like a whole nother combo community over there that I've been like dipping my toes in, you know. So I'm trying to make some connections over there, and it's fucking cool, man. Most people over there are just about selling comic books, you know. People kind of keep their politics to themselves and all that bullshit for the most part.
I just hope that he doesn't get gay opt like I did for running a Zoop campaign.
Yeah, I don't think so. No,
I don't think he will. I don't think he has to worry about it because he's never been part of like CG. So he's good. He's good to go.
Yeah, that guy's a killer. I've seen his work too. He's got some sick ass tears on that campaign.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So like right here, this is Kelly Jones's epic cover. This is the one that I backed. I also like Wagner's. I got Wagner's last time.
Yeah, man.
Wagner's the more metal way to say it.
Yeah, indeed it is.
Wagner and Jones.
Wagner.
So there's that, and then they got all these like the digital one's only $10. You know, it's really worth it.
I just think it's awesome from the way that you describe Dracula. That's exactly how I've always felt Dracula should be portrayed. Not that other interpretations aren't valid, but to me, Dracula is just an evil fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he is. That's the way I see it too. You know, yeah, that's the way I see it. And like everyone kind of, you know, he has his reasons. You know what I mean? But
well, he's a monster.
I mean, depending on what your origin is for him, you know, I have some ideas of, you know, for my Dracula book one day before I die.
Is he? Do you get the full origin? Is he Vlad Tepes?
Oh yeah,
or Tepes?
Yeah, he's Vlad Tepes of Wallachia. The first book is the Impaler, so he is Vlad the Impaler.
Gotcha.
So it starts out without too much spoilers. I think they kind of covered this last year, but he shaves his face. You know, it's right after he impales 23,000 Turks.
Yow.
And he escapes with one of his buddies, you know, one of his main guys, his peasants, and he shaves his mustache so they don't know who he is. You know what I mean? And he seeks out this witch to give him powers. And I don't want to spoil it, you know, but he's seeking out the Satan's school of the Skullomance, you know, to get the power. You know what I mean?
Right. And, yeah, no, that sounds like a good plot for a Dracula story.
Yeah, it's really good, man, and it's really comic booky, you know.
Oh my! I mean, just the art is just fucking beautiful, man.
Let's see, and then also right here, we talk about let's see here. One of the most eerie and memorable parts of the Dracula legend is the presence of his vampiric bride, says Matt Wagner.
Yeah.
In both the novel and the literary screen adaptations, the appearance of these beautiful and seductive sirens is always an incredible part of the narrative. And of course, this presents us with another dark and begrueling story to be told. Who were these women before they became part of Dracula's sinister harem? How and why did he come to claim them as his undead paramours? And what role do they ultimately play in his ongoing saga? And then also, Jones says, I'm also freaking excited when Matt first told me that he about the second volume in our Dracula epic would be titled The Brides. And wow, the story is written and absolutely is chilling. It's a complex portrait of what up until now have only ever been gruesome pinup versions of these three women. and make no mistake, this isn't an attempt to shoehorn a contemporary agenda into the story. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that little comment. One of the things I love about Matt's scripts is this distinct lack of modernity. I love that. These tales all feel completely accurate to the time period in which they are set. And I don't want to spoil too much about the original of book one, but you don't give a fuck. Again, our Dracula is an absolute monster, Wagner continues. His relationships with anyone are grounded purely in self-interest and conquest.
Word.
Whenever I'm writing these stories, I'm always picturing how wonderfully Kelly is going to draw these scenes, how he's going to take my descriptions and transform them into something more dramatic and terrifying. And every time he delivers visualizations that they're even better than I could have imagined. Readers who have enjoyed book one, The Impaler, will be blown away by book two, The Brides. This volume is bigger, badder, and bloodier in every way. So,
hell yeah,
man. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I'm gonna put a link in the chat, so like for everyone that's watching this and that are watching now and possibly on the replay, go back this book. For me, this was, I guess it's still this year or last year, I don't know, but it's the book of the year. It's for sure my favorite book.
Damn.
I need
to grab that.
But what they did with it, I'm probably gonna go pick up the regular stuff too. So. I want like the floppies, you know what I mean? Like I want to see what they're gonna do with the covers on that, So.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're probably going to be a lot of variant covers. I mean, I'm not about the variant covers, but nobody's forcing people to buy them. So
no,
I don't have a moral issue with it either. What I love is that he's focusing on the brides, because if you remember from the novel, it's a terrible novel, but there are moments that are just incandescent and unforgettable. One of those is when Jonathan Harker is sleeping. I think it's like on a couch or a settee or something like that. And the brides come over and they're sort of like hanging over him. Yeah. And they're going, oh, doesn't he look adorable? Like, oh, don't you just want to eat him up? And he's just like digging it. Right? Yeah. He has no idea that they're fucking monsters that want to drink his blood. And then Dracula shows up and feeds them a baby.
Mm-hmm. Fucking bean, dude.
That's not. Yes,
he's a monster.
He's a fucking monster. Thank you.
I have an idea for Dracula. Maybe I'll hit you up about it one day. You'd love it. And something new. I've told you some other Dracula, because I have a bunch of Dracula shit that I want to do before I die. But there's
oh yeah, you got to.
There's a new one I got. So, but anyways, the go back this Dracula book, you guys. This is the like I told Jones when he was on here. Kelly Jones. This is Bernie Wrightson had Frankenstein. Jones has fucking Dracula. And,
big time.
And he finished that book.
Jason in the chat, he's like, you mean it's your favorite book after?
Yeah, Frog G.
Frog G.
I haven't read Frog G yet. I can't wait to read that.
I never got mine, but that's probably because I moved. I mean, I have a forwarding address and everything, but shit happens. There's other books that I was supposed to get that I didn't get. That's not the fault of the people who sent them. I understand.
And I love the One Stormy Night. I got a review of that coming. I already did one. It's gonna probably be coming next week. That book was sick. It's like 22 pages or 30 pages. It was dope. DM and Brian. Sweet.
What, Jason? Oh
yeah.
Oh, you did the fulfillment? Well, fuck you then, bro. No, I'll hit you up, but once again, it's just like if the problem's on my end, I get it. It's not like, but I would like to read that shit though. I would like to read that shit.
Yeah,
it does look dope. And him.
No, I got mine. I haven't read it yet. I gotta have like the nice, time to set aside and read the books and kind of immerse myself in it, and then do a little review.
Friggin' ink spots, man. One of the great unsung heroes in the scene, like one of like the great artists that you're just kind of like, why hasn't this guy blown up yet? Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, dude. It's
a lot of them.
It's a cool little network.
It is. Yeah, I enjoy being part of it.
I was I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I said I enjoy being part of it, of that network, even though I'm just a lowly writer who
Oh no, dude.
can't draw a straight line with a fucking ruler.
Nah, dude. I mean, we need to have writers, dude. You know,
No, I know,
and editors, and if
I know.
we want to
But
write our stuff, we need an editor to come in.
The artists are always going to be at least 5% more important than the writer, right? Because if people, like I always say, people pick the book up and open it and go, "Yeah, shit's going back on the shelf." They're not going to give my story's not even going to get a chance. So you're just always going to be at least 5% more important, and I'm butthurt about that severely.
I was checking out some new metal bands today, and
New Lacuna Coil coming out real soon.
What's that? Oh, New Lacuna Coil. I haven't heard them in
New
a while.
Lacuna Coil, yeah.
And there's this band that I checked out, and they're like straight up like death metal core, like from like New York. You know what I mean? And they're called Neckbreaker. They're pretty young. I think they're pretty dope. But yeah, I just discovered them today. We'll go ahead and check this one out. The song's called Horizon of Spikes. So if you got to get a little drink, this one's about 3 minutes.
I hope this isn't hipster black metal. I can't stand hipster
Nah, it's pretty dope. More like punk, like
okay,
cool. From New York, I guess, allegedly.
There's no scene. There's no punk scene in New York anymore. It hasn't been in a long time. Not for decades.
I heard this guy's really good live, the drummer.
It's all about the drums, man. People always think metal's about the guitars. It's about the drums. Getting sick in the pit.
It sounds very solid.
Yeah, it does. Oh, hell yeah. All right, I'm not detecting any hipster vibe whatsoever.
No, Staying alive.
He's cover.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a little drink.
Me too. Word up. There's no way that these kids are from New York City. There's no fucking way. There is no New York City hardcore scene.
It's like it said this is like real like hardcore metalcore now or whatever.
Unless they're from the suburbs and they're playing a show in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they might be from upstate, like Sleepy Hollow coming through. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, they're called neckbreakers. It's pretty seems like a name like that probably would have existed already.
You
But
would
I was
think,
pretty.
or that it would be the name of like the member of a Norwegian death metal band.
Yeah.
But by the way, one thing that I think you've neglected to cover is the fact that Zoomers are trying to cancel Cannibal Corpse. Have you heard that story?
Yeah.
That's
lame.
Hilarious.
There's a lot of like little fucking dudes that need blankets and metal.
Little bitches, man.
Little bitches, dude.
Like, look, if you're stupid enough to take Cannibal Corpse seriously, you deserve to be offended.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
You're just an idiot.
I just seen them too, about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
With the Monomarth. They're fucking
yeah. How were they?
Sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The dude's so like just a regular dude, the corpse grinder. He's going to Walmart and buying presents and stuff,
Yeah. He seems
fun,
he seems like a nicer guy than Chris Barnes. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, right. 6 feet under. You down to do a little bit of Monster Hunter Slayer?
When have I not been?
All right. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
So the dingbat. I don't know if you heard of this one.
Dingbat? That's a thing?
It's a thing, man. It's a fearsome critter from it's a tales from the lumberjacks of North America from the 19th and early 20th centuries, particularly in the area of Rice Lake, Wisconsin. The most well-known specimen was put on display at the Friendly Buckhorn Tavern in the 1950s. Now, that would be a good place to shoot a movie that's kind of like a nod to An American Werewolf in London. You go in there, you're looking for the dingbat. You know what I mean?
But the question is the dingbat real, or is it like the Fiji mermaid? You remember the first Fiji mermaid, right?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. They did that to what is it, Rainn Wilson? What's his name? I forgot his name, but Otis in House of Thousand Corpses. The guy that plays Chop Top, from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yeah. He's in there. He's like one of the best characters.
Yeah, Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley. He turns Rainn Wilson into the merman like that. It's funny as fuck.
He recently did an appearance back in the Chop Top makeup.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I saw it on the Twatters or some shit like that. Yeah.
Like he really makes those movies, I think, personally.
Yeah, he does.
Those and the Rob Zombie movies.
But yeah, he's only in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Mm-hmm. And every Rob Zombie movie is a remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. So he includes one of the best actors, maybe the best actor in the entire movie. Although actually all the performances in that are fucking phenomenal. Fucking Dennis Hopper is friggin' amazing.
They're good. But after time, after the passage of time, there's a lot of really good actors in zombies movies. Bill Moseley's character in the third one, you have Bill Moseley, and you also have Richard Brake, it's gone on to become a big star. But
he's
they go to Mexico.
Yeah. He's the Monsters movie. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Daniel Roebuck and the guy who plays Herman.
Yeah.
In that, what's his name again?
Do you remember? I don't know what his name is. I
forget completely. But they're phenomenal. Yeah. And then he has to have his bitch in there, and she stops the movie cold whenever the camera's on her. It's like you're taken out of the film. It's just like you'll see these two actors going at it and working with each other and being like, yeah, this is kind of chill. This is chill. I like this. And then this freaking slam on the brakes. That bitch just never learned how to act.
The newest one, they go to Mexico. Was it 3 from Hell? It's a little different. And it's like they were trying to do something kind of, I don't know. It almost felt like they're trying to do a little Mexican movie type homage, like something like El Santo or a little bit, I don't know. I have to go back and read.
Maybe Perdita Durango.
Yeah, they're shooting like bow and arrows.
Do that old because that's like one of the best cult movies ever.
Because
And
they're in Mexico.
I haven't seen it.
Time, dude. Like it's like a road. Like they escape from prison in the Three from Hell, you know, and like they should be dead, but they escape and it's break.
Didn't they get shot like 500,000 billion times? And they survive? I thought it was maybe a prequel.
So I don't know, like if there was, I forgot what happened, if there was a curse or whatnot. But anyways, like they get out and they go to Mexico, you know, and they have to fight like the cartel. And there's like like the concept seemed kind of fun, but it was just like if it had a little more money, I think it would have been a little better.
Well, he pretty much funds his movies on Kickstarter now, doesn't he?
That one was crowdfunded, I think, too. But it was all right. But
hey, look, if people are that into Rob Zombie as a filmmaker and that into like Eli Roth and those cats, let them do their thing. I mean, you know me, I'm not a fan. That's why I'm loving
the Dr. Satan character. You could have really did a lot with that. Like Preston was saying, you know, I was like, dude, you got something here. Like, do something with Satan, Dr. Satan, and with Captain Spaulding, you know. But he kind of he stripped him down in the second movie and just made him straight up human. You know what I mean? And made it a big like road movie. And then you got Danny Trejo and Diamond Dallas Page as the bounty hunters trying to get him. And that's why I like that one a little bit more. I mean, that's not why I like it more, but
it's the better film of the two, I think. But still, it's just like when Bill Moseley comes running in wearing that guy's face, I'm just like, oh my god, how many times are you going to reference fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, motherfucker? Right. Watch another movie. Reference another movie. Why I think because like normies haven't seen it, so he just knows like, oh, I can fucking steal from here. That's like Tarantino steals mostly from like cult movies and foreign cinema. That way people think it's like, oh, this is like so bold and original. No, it's not. It's basically lifted in a way that's not creative, in my opinion.
This dingbat's crazy though, man. It says it has the unique ability to eat bullets in midair. And is known for pranking hunters by drinking gasoline out of their cars and stealing their ammunition. That's a new one.
So this is like a gremlin, or this sounds like a creature that people made up as a joke.
Yeah, and a good place to come and have a beer, like a truck stop or something. Like House of the Corpses, like they have the fried chicken and gasoline, and then they have the little maze ride that you go on, like. See, little shit like that with the movie, if he would just cut out a couple things that weren't like, because that's not in Texas Chainsaw Massacre too much. Oh, wait, there is a ride in there, huh?
Yeah,
right in there. Yeah. So I don't know.
Their headquarters is beneath a theme park.
A theme park, yeah. So there's a little definitely inspiration from that in a lot of ways.
Let's see. So again, and that's in the third one. That he does.
Oh, no, that's in the first one. But his ride is
yeah.
But the ride isn't like, it's just in the gas station. So it's like, okay, I'll give you a little wiggle room right there. Captain Spaulding, I'll give you a wiggle room right there. Like there's just little tweaks where if you kind of cut things out, he would have been good, I think, like in some ways,
I just don't like him as a director. I just do not like him as a director. I haven't seen a movie of his that I liked yet.
Corpses, but that's it. I like Rob Zombie out of everything.
His screenplay for the Crow 2 also was dog shit.
I never read it, but
it's bizarre because it's actually a Vampire Hunter D script.
Then
he like retrofitted it. You could tell it was a screenplay that he had lying around. And then he went in and he tinkered with it a little bit to turn it marginally into a Crow sequel, which it's not really.
Damn. Well, there's this. I got a trailer for you right here. I don't know if you've seen this trailer yet, or anybody else that's watching. But this is on the thumbnail. This is werewolves.
Oh yes, this sounds really cool. It sounds like it sounds like The Purge with werewolves.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. I like this shot right here. This is dope.
Yeah, establishing a creepy mood.
Or my bad, not that shot. I was wrong. It's coming up.
Supermoon?
Mom?
This shot right here. I like
yeah,
that
boy.
shot.
Yeah, boy.
Uncle Wes, why can't you stay?
They need me to help them try and stop
Frank
us.
Grillo,
We're the only family we have left.
the guy who should be playing the Punisher, in my opinion.
Man, you should kill somebody.
Yeah,
We
dude.
are all soldiers now.
He needs to be the Punisher.
When that sun sets, it's gonna be every man for himself.
We have a 9-hour window to test and report our findings.
I got La Bamba right there.
We hope to see if this mutation.
Oh, with fucking Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
Don't open the door for anyone.
Don't hesitate for a second.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Good luck tonight.
Canopy retraction commencing.
Yeah, I mean, this is just clearly like a take on The Purge, but with werewolves, but I'm digging it. I like that.
Yeah. I want to go see this in the theater.
Yeah, this looks dope.
Fucking dope. A little bit of Underworld. Got the Underworld and Purge put together, kind of.
No more guns, no more guards. Those things are coming for us.
I just hope we get some dope practical effects.
I'm here.
Yeah, well, I mean the werewolves those are practical. It just looks like
Yeah,
the
looks
transformations are not. I don't know. It's like they're running all forward. It's like they're quadro and bipedal as well.
Yeah, like the Dog Man.
A little bit of both. That's the best way to do it, man. Oh, look at that face right there. Didn't that look mean?
Yeah,
Rain.
man.
That's a good shot to end it with, too.
And practical, too. Looked like a animatronic.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
definitely.
yeah.
So I'm really pumped up for that movie, man.
I'm just psyched that, like, I guess we have probably the Walking Dead series to thank for the fact that practical effects still exist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, totally, man.
Like I said, I couldn't stand Alien Romulus, but that had practical effects out the ass.
Yeah.
That looked great. So it's just like, you know, because if it's just fucking CGI werewolves running around, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I like for me, like it was cool, right? It was cool for an American World. There's something about that movie that like the CGI looks like dog shit, but at the time it was cool, you know. Like, yeah, I really like that movie, and it was in canon with the first one.
I still never watched that. Yeah,
I want to go back and watch it.
Mad.
But at the time, it was cool, and they did have some practical effects in there that they would kind of like shoot to like for split seconds, you know, like a couple of busts of the wolves in there.
Yeah.
And just the way the popping and things like that, it was fun at the time. You know what I mean? It was dope.
Gotcha.
It was really dope. I just remember like my whole family, we really loved that movie. We watched it a lot, you know.
There's one. Speaking of werewolves, there's one. Let me look it up real quick to make sure I'm recommending the right title. I think it's My Stepmother is a Werewolf.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's got really, really good practical werewolf effects, like amazingly good practical effects. It's like a family movie. Is
it newer or?
It's newer, like 2013, I think. No, it's not My Stepmother is a Werewolf. It's something else. Oh, I know how I'll find that. But yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like I recommend it if you're like a werewolf fanatic. Like,
yeah, I'm a werewolf like fiend. Like if I
I'm
gonna watch them.
That's one that you could watch with your kids.
Like oh dude, I think I've seen that one before.
What the fuck is it called?
Possibly. There is one too I've seen that's like that. It's a kid movie where they had some dope ass werewolf designs in it. It might be that one.
They have vampires too that show up, and then it's like vampire versus werewolf, and I'm always down for a vampire werewolf rumble.
Little rumble action.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna do some comic book shilling real quick. We got the Atlantean right now. This is a book you guys got to get on. Russ Leach and Randy Zimmerman. They did the first Sword and Sorcery adaptation last year with the Shadow Kingdom, which had Cole the Conqueror or Cole, of Atlantis, which is a Robert E. Howard adaptation. They're taking that character and they're making the Atlantean, which it is Cole. And it's an awesome title. And this is pastiche, meaning that they're taking it and they're creating new stories with him and Brule, the Spear Slayer.
Lucky.
And It's going to be right now. If you guys get in on this action right now, it's only, I think, $15 right there. First print run. Okay. And the first campaign was huge. You know, it was one of the biggest campaigns on Fund My Comic.
It was fantastic too.
Huge.
The book itself was just phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Like, I mean, you know, when you had Russ on, like I read so many different versions of the Shadow Kingdom, and that's the best one. Like they did the best version so far. And
I love this cover. He's got this cover artist doing these covers, and you got fucking werebears on here. It's like, dude, you got werebear. Or wolf bears. I'm like, I got a wolf bear in my universe too, you know.
Nice.
He's a Viking. He's a Viking though, but these ones are Atlanteans. And I always think of Beorn, you know, fucking. He's like my favorite character from The Hobbit. Yeah, man, the art's it's all black and white, which I personally like more. And he's his style's just getting better. He's using a lot of different tones in this one too, so the art's just still leveling up, even though he's a pro in every level. You know,
and it's old school. It's old school,
like Savage Sword,
in an awesome way, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's retro without being dated.
Exactly. And yeah, man, just the first book was so killer, and I can't wait to get this one. So yeah, there's so many books out that I want right now. Like I said, Brian, like there's more books out now, like in this time period in the last 6 months.
Well, I've
never been in like the last 5 years that I fucking have to have, but I can't get them all, you know.
Well, I backed the 2-for-1.
Oh,
right?
Oh yeah, there you go.
So I'll send you my other copy.
Oh shit.
B.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn,
and I still owe you and Preston
All right.
6-gun gorilla
well
minis.
I owe you a favor then, man. So you name it. I'll
no worries.
I'll do it.
It's all good. It's all good.
But I'm gonna put this in the chat.
Don't owe me nothing.
I'm gonna put this in the link for this in the chat, guys, so you guys can check it out. It's only got a few more days left, so it's better to get this book funded early as possible. That more people see the you know how big it is and how good it's doing, that they're gonna want to back it too. You know what I mean? It's just one of those.
Yes.
It's one of those books that needs a support. You know, and this is a character that's been around for a long time. He's, you know, like the first real barbarian as far as I'm concerned.
And he's cooler than Conan.
Yeah, like the story. He's got more experience. He's been a slave. He's been a pirate. Like, you know, he's been a king. He's got more. He's seen more shit. You know, it's
I mean, he's just a different character. It's like the people that just brush him off as just like a Conan clone. It's like, no way. Like they're completely different characters, right?
Second guessing himself all the time. He's like
all the time, man. He's just always looking inside. It's just because Conan is the man that every man wishes he was.
Yeah.
But Kull is and mind you, he's a fucking badass. He will go into berserker barbarian mode when he needs to.
Yeah.
But it's when he needs to. But otherwise, he's just always fucking second guessing himself. He's so much more relatable than Conan.
I forgot how to say. Like I did like an analogy of how you could compare the two on the last stream with Russ, and I totally forgot what I said.
Yeah.
There was another analogy I said. This is like Lethal Weapon right here. You gotta.
Well, there's a bromance.
You got Martin and Riggs right there. You know what I'm saying?
You got a bromance. Yeah. Well, I mean, Kull and Brule definitely major bromance between those fucking dudes. Here they made Brule a black dude. Some people make him look Native American. Yeah. I think either version works.
Yeah, either one works because it says bronze skin. Like if you go back and read the text, you know, it describes it pretty. You know, you could go either way.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
And here it's good.
And it's depicts in different periods of history too. That's
100%. And like for me, I would probably go this route personally, if I was just doing that with the character. Just like if I was drawing Cole, I'm going to draw him like almost 7 feet tall compared to Conan. Like he's going to look a little lankier too. That's how I would draw mine.
Right. I mean, it's like our ancestors.
Different. I like to have like stark iconoclast with my characters. I'm just saying, like when I'm making my characters, you know, I want to have like I don't want him to look at all like, you know. So you got Brule, he's got the long hair. This dude's got long hair. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be differences for sure.
And they just, I mean, those characters just have a great dynamic together. But it's like when they first meet, they're just, you know, kind of like on guard against each other, right? There's like a little tension there, a little smoke brewing. And then by the time you get to the end of the story, they're like brothers.
Yeah,
right,
like, dude.
because they just had to kill like about 50 snake men together.
It's like, did he just come? You saw him, right? He just went over there, right?
yeah.
Those motherfuckers, right? Like, what's going on? You know,
yeah, it's great story. It's great fucking pulp storytelling, is what it is. And
it
if
feels
you
like
can,
very relevant too. You know what I mean? Like to the way things are right now. You know,
absolutely. These things are eternal. You know, it's why you can keep making new versions of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers and shit.
Right. And then we got the Psycho Slumber crossover. This is the Lost Pages crosses over with the Kill Journal. So if you guys haven't read the Kill Journal, it's about a world filled with these revenants. Think of like Freddy, Jason, Art the Clown, Michael Myers, the granddaddy, all on Mountain Slashmore. You have this new one, Simon, and he's gonna have to battle this imaginary best friend, this hulking brute. Think like imaginary friend, Drop Dead Fred meets Pit from Dale Keown with a little bit of Lobo thrown in. You got that, this book's wild. You got this killer cover by Rob Willis, one of the one of the best guys in the scene.
Word.
He really kind of like got it. Because that book was, with what was it? Shinobi Sasquatch. When I saw that book, I was just my jaw dropped. You know what I mean? And that artwork just fucking kind of noticed. Like a lot of people that were around at that time. And it just the way he would tweak things and contort things. And I love it.
He's one of the great talents in the scene, for sure.
Scene and in the industry too. Like there's no like. If you look at his art, like his Wolverine and shit like that, and you compare it to the shit that's been around and that's out there, you're like, fuck, dude, this guy, not only like is he big, like from like post CG and whatnot, but he's fucking, dude, he's like, he's a beast. And he did, some like a lot of really good stuff. And then this artist that they have on here right now, he did the Jurassic League, which was like, what if like, think of the show Dinosaurs, that the Jim Henson show, the sitcom with the Justice League characters. So they had the Jurassic League. And that's the
I remember hearing about that.
And Daniel Warren Johnson wrote it, and this artist drew it, and that is I don't see what his name is. Yeah, right there. It's Juan Gideon. So come and check this book out, guys. This book has just again a little bit of time left. It's perfect for Halloween, And for us, I don't know. I don't think I'd be out of line by saying, or I'm gonna have to say, me and Brian, every day is Halloween. Where you going? Every day is Halloween.
Absolutely. And also the thing is, you're talking about Adam Lawson and Phil Diaz, who always fucking deliver. They always deliver the goods. You get always a nice looking book, and the art and the writing are first rate.
Yep. What's up, Pops? You guys, come and check this book out. There's a couple of tiers up on there. They got a really cool design. That character, he looks sinister and scary as fuck.
I hope
he just knocked it out, man. This book isn't, it hit its goal. There's 10 days left, but I mean, it should be putting out higher numbers than this. More people get eyes on it. So if you guys just like the Atlantean and all the other books I'm going to show on here, if you guys see them on Twitter, if you could hit a like and retweet, sometimes I go on Twitter and I do my spamming. I'll start spamming out campaigns.
That's why I try to do that every day. That's the thing that people need to realize. Too. If you can't back, just share the link, because that's the biggest obstacle that we face in indie comics. It's just getting people to know that we even exist,
and reminding them. There's so much stuff everywhere, So
and the karma will come back to you.
Yep. But yeah, you just need to let people know that that you exist still, because there's a lot,
K-pop said sharing is caring.
Yeah, definitely. So there's that.
I'm just hoping, if I could just I'm hoping that Simon, the Revenant that Phil came out with. Yeah. I'm hoping that he's popular, but not quite as popular as the one that I created, Mr. Crispy. Do you know what I'm saying?
That one's pretty dope.
It's just because that character really took off as a fan favorite, Adam said. So I'm hoping that Simon gets just almost there.
Yeah, Crispy was dope, man.
No, Phil is just a really great writer, and he always puts out good shit. And Jazz Brothers are awesome. You know,
Yeah.
I've never gotten a bad book from them, and the Lost Pages is just fantastic.
Yeah, I can recommend all their stuff.
Yes, yeah.
And this is the Splash right here. This is a kid's book. You know, we don't get too much of these, so you know, like all the great German fairy tales from the Brothers Grimm. This is a German artist and creator. This is Skunk Artworks. He was on here a few weeks back promoting this. We're
Cool
talking
guy.
about it. Very awesome guy. Very big dude in the community. Does again, I think a visionary, much like Frog G's creators, Jason Bascom and Ink Spots. And this
Hell
one,
yeah.
you know, it's got a lot of cool animals. You know, like I think like kind of like. For me, it kind of reminded me of Jumanji, even though it's nothing like that, you know, or even like the Lion King, where you have a bunch of, you know, kind of like that big forest of animals. But this one right here is like everyone was in a hurry, and their fear was growing by the second. In a thunderous roar that shook the trees of the forest, they all cried out at once. They were running from the splash. So I love the lion in here, the lion versus the tiger.
Oh my god, that's an incredible illustration, man. Unfreaking believable.
Look at the tiger, man. He's just ready to rip your head off.
And you know me, I've got a hard on for black and white, and
yeah,
that's just beautiful black and white art.
It's only $15 too, and you can also add on his art book, you know, and his art is just it's really cool. Like he always brings up like. They're all like good talking points, you know, like how did he do that? You know, why did he do that? This look at the direction he went in with this, you know, it's art that creates conversation, you know, and I think all good art does that. So he's selling his original art on here, you know.
Nice.
This one that's available, that's actually my favorite. I was telling
my god,
that should be a shirt. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You guys come check it out. Let's see right here.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I back this too.
And this only has I think a little bit longer too as well.
17 days, okay.
Just like 2 weeks left. So
2 weeks. Yeah, but I mean, look, times are tough. We understand. It's like everybody's not doing the numbers that they used to be doing, but it's harder to get books funded. And so it's difficult right now. But it's not impossible. And once again, just if you can't back it, share that shit to your social media, to your Facebooks and your Twitters and your Instagrams and your TikToks or whatever the fuck else there is out there this week that I have like no clue about.
all that good stuff.
There's too much shit, man. There's too many fucking apps and fucking ways to communicate. It's just I don't know. Make your head spin.
Make your head spin. Are you ready to? You guys ready to play a little guessing game?
Ah, shit.
Let's see. See if you guys can figure this one out. Black Metal Decode.
Ah, shit. Blut first?
Oh, you're there. You're like, fuck, damn, you like got close, brother. You got close.
Because that looks like Blut.
You got Blut.
Which means blood.
I ain't gonna front. Yep. I ain't gonna front.
Blood Nord?
You're close. You're
Blut
getting
Nord?
close. You're getting close. You're like it's like tip of your tongue.
Blue. Fuck. Shit.
You pretty much.
Can you blow that shit up a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. You pretty much got it. How about that?
Blut Navord?
Almost Nouveau. No.
Because I'm seeing an A. I'm seeing a U.
Yep.
Blut Nord? Blut Nord?
Oh yeah, those are definitely the first and last words.
Okay, Blut Nord.
Yep, that's the first and last word. Then there's a middle one.
Oh!
3 words.
Blut auf Wort?
Nope.
Blut.
Almost. It's you ready? It's Blut aus Nord.
Aus. Of course. Blood from the north.
Yep.
That's what that means. Blue. Now I see the Ows. I saw the A and the U, and shit. And the first word's Blut, right? Which is Deutsch. So yeah, I should have seen that.
Oh, it's all good, brother.
I smoke too much weed. Or like I said, I don't smoke enough. I have to smoke so much that I go like full circle and like never get baked. Like
it happens.
Like Pops and some other people.
I don't know if you've seen this trailer, but this is the new Gladiator 2 trailer. Check it out.
It is an art, choosing gladiators.
I just want to see the Coliseum fucking flooded for a naval battle.
It happens in here. Everything you want happens. That movie looks fucking dope, dude.
They used to do that, man.
This movie looks
never been in a
dope.
film before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the shit for sure. Look at these fucking baboons, bro.
Let it go.
He's
He will carry you to great.
like one of the. It looks like the Hobbit guy. Is it Thorin Oakenshield? Richard Armitage?
Yeah.
Looks like it could be his little brother, you know.
Could I give you to satisfy
See?
your fury?
That's Denzel,
Yeah, you got Denzel in here. Pedro Pascal when he's good. He's good.
right?
But I will have my vengeance.
He definitely looks Roman, the gladiator guy, you know, the son.
Yeah.
This life.
Looks Roman.
I
Look
don't
at that.
know why you are so greedy for it in this one.
Your Majesties.
This is your gladiator.
It is.
Rhino, fucking Rhino. That's the thing. It's just like they
Does a
often,
Kurt
I
Angle
think,
slam.
don't put that stuff in the films because it seems too outrageous. It's like,
Oh, it happened. It happened, you know.
yeah,
All that shit happened. Look, he did a Kurt Angle slam on that fool. He did the Olympic.
yeah, he
Olympic
sure
slam
did.
on the gladiator.
Dropped his
I
ass,
have the trust, but the emperor.
put him through a
Clear
table.
my path to the throne.
Yeah, that was the Kurt Angle slam. The
You will
Olympic
be my
slam.
instrument.
It's funny because it's
I
Olympus.
will never be your instrument.
Right,
In this life.
Greco-Roman
or the
wrestling,
next.
yo.
So this is going to be his Godfather trilogy. He's doing 3 of these movies, Brian.
Really?
Yeah, yep. It's going to be like Godfather 2, he said.
Most
Which I'm
fighters
down
won't
for.
survive.
You must
It's
help.
smart, too.
Strength another.
You,
I don't fight for power.
all he has to do is make a good story.
Free road for men like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but he's had problems with that lately.
Yeah.
Will be forgotten.
This looks dope, though.
To restore order.
Robin Hood movie was shit, and then of
And you
course he
got the-
painted himself into a corner with Alien Covenant.
And you got those two brothers that are like inbred. They look all fucking evil, you know? Like it just
Yeah.
fits, you know what I mean?
Pow.
Everything is forgotten in time.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a big fucking hit. I'll tell you right now.
Well, we'll see. That's the thing with this stuff.
I knew it was
you know?
when I saw this trailer. I'm like, oh, that movie's gonna be a big hit. You can already tell.
I just
Fields
love the
are
fact
against-
that they've got the
Fields are always
fucking
against me.
sick fucking
There you go,
spectacles. Yeah,
Brian.
there it
There
is.
you go, Brian. That's your shit right there, Brian.
Yeah, but because I mean, to me, that's the pinnacle of Roman insanity. Like, what the fuck?
That's your shit right there. And he knows he's got to fucking lay his shit down. You know, he's been getting a lot of flack with like Robin Hood and the alien shit. I actually really loved his alien shit.
I thought it was watchable.
The whole clothesline. That was dope.
Yeah, there
He's
was
doing all kinds of
actually a lot of
fucking
wrestling in this. Now that I think of it,
Fucking dope. I'm sorry. And the reviews are coming in like right here. And what do you know? I guess I saw that trailer like a week or two ago. I was like, oh yeah, this movie's gonna print money, dude. Because like they're gonna bring back, dude, that first Gladiator movie. You know, it was the shit. When they were talking about the sequel, I was like, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? There could be like a historical like story from that. I haven't dug in, and you know, but either way, it could work. But it looks awesome. I saw the
you
trailer.
don't have to do a sequel. You could just do basically a follow up.
Well, I mean, it works as a sequel. It looks dope. I mean, they got the storyline set up, and then they have the third one. It's going to be a big, you know, him taking over like the aristocracy of Rome, and it's going to be like, you know, the second one in the trilogy. And so I'm hearing the reviews are coming in. They're saying it's good. So it's going to be a big like a big Thanksgiving movie. Well, like for me, like the big movie that like came next to this would have been Gladiator, and the one before that was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Like those are big like Thanksgiving movies, you know. All they
Right.
need is like a big song to kind of go with it, you know, get like a good singer, you know,
Yeah, get
Adams
Brian
or something,
Adams.
or someone like, or even someone better, like someone, I don't know, that song
Satara.
slap.
Satara,
dope.
the ladies love Satara.
Yeah.
Being without you.
Something dope.
The
But
hardest part.
I don't know.
damn it.
I'm sold. I'm sold. It looks cool, dude. You know, and we'll see. We'll see what's up though. I might not like it, but I mean, I don't know. The review. I don't want to check out the reviews, but you could see from the thumbnails like if people are kind of digging it or not, you know. But I think it seems like the normie YouTubes are digging it, you know. Yeah, man. I was gonna show off another campaign right here.
Sounds good.
Yeah. We got 4 people watching. Thanks everybody that's stopping by. We're just, you know, talking about these new movies coming out and some of these really cool campaigns you guys can check out from these independent comic book creators. And this one right here, this book right here is something I think you guys would really like to check out. It actually takes place in the West, and it's got a big old ape in it too. This one's the 6-gun gorilla.
Oh shit!
I don't know if you want to do a little talk about this, Brian.
Yeah, I was just about to peace out, but you know, now of course I got to at least hang out and tell people what the fuck this is. This is the second volume, second trade paperback in the series. It collects issues 7 through 10 and completes the Long Days of Vengeance arc. Basically a very big ape with very big guns blowing very big holes and very bad people. And you can download the entire first issue for free if just by going to the page. You can download a free PDF of the first issue because it's the drug dealer principle. Like the first one's always for free.
Right there, folks.
I'm like confident in this book because everybody loves it. And that's not me being braggadocious, as I always say. I've just been really fucking lucky that way. Like everybody who reads this, even if they're thinking that it's something, you know, that's not up their alley, they end up really loving it. And exclusive cover, campaign exclusive cover by our good friend Dillard. Yeah, the Barry White of our scene. And just a fucking phenomenal artist, man. I mean, you know, before you were showing the dope ass cover by Preston, this is the campaign exclusive cover. There's another cover by Sim, and I'm also going to be getting a 15-page story from Jason Orpheus, the guy who does Octopus Cowboy. That's going to be a backup story that I'm going to include, because I figure if people have been waiting for a book for a while, that the best kind of extra I can give them is just a fatter book. At least that's what I always enjoy.
That's what people want now, you know. They want the fat, they want the thick.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, the days of selling, you know, 24-page comics for $15 are, I think, behind us, or rapidly closing behind us. But yeah, there's a tier here for everybody. If you want to get floppies, you can get floppies. If you want to get just the trade paperbacks, you can get just the trade paperbacks. There's also the figurine that's Sim printed for me. Those are fucking phenomenal. I've got an artist actually that's painting one right now that I found through my LCS. And so I should have something pretty dope looking to put on the tables at conventions and shit. Yeah, and then also there's the first 8 pages colored and lettered from issue 9, and you're not going to have to wait forever for your book, I promise you, because Preston is in the process of wrapping up the last 5 pages right now.
There you go.
And it's funny too, because he said like it gave him the feels in like a major way. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, and like he said, it caught him like in a way, in an emotional way that he didn't expect, and it had the exact effect that I was aiming for. That's always the most satisfying thing, I think, as an artist, is when you're trying to convey something, especially
100%.
a feeling. And yeah, you like hit the mark.
As a writer, right? That's what you're going for. You kind of want to see how a story is gonna affect other people, maybe, right?
Oh,
That's gonna touch
absolutely.
them,
Yeah,
right?
if it
That's a
has the
good.
desired effect, right? Because as you know, the writer, you're trying to manipulate your audience emotionally and take them to different places. And you know, you don't want to show them the veranda and then they end up in the fucking basement.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've just been super lucky with the people I've worked with. The Six Gun Gorilla piece that you did, Matt. I also want to include this in the pinups in the back of this,
Shit.
if that's cool with you.
Yeah, I still got to send you that art, man. So yeah,
Oh,
you do
dude,
whatever you want with that.
it's so fucking cool.
Thanks,
like I
man.
said, the people that I've worked with and the fucking fan art and shit, and then Sim doing what we call it, sketch cards for me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just the support's just been amazing and overwhelming, and I'm just happy to kind of like hit the pause button on Six Gun Gorilla and do a bunch of other shit, so then I'm not just thought of as the gorilla guy. But fuck it, I could write Six Gun Gorilla shit for like the rest of my life. Like I do have.
Oh yeah, there's like possibility. There's so many possibilities.
Oh my god, yeah.
But it's a great character, you know.
Yeah, and then of course, that 15-page story that's going to be about the Dandy, who is the first character I'm introducing from the expanded Six Gun Gorilla universe. I don't know why I always have to say that like Vince McMahon. I just
expanded Six Gun Gorillaverse.
Matt, I got a boogie, but thank you so much for having me on, brother. You know,
for sure, man.
I always appreciate you, my boy.
For sure. Me too, bro.
And in the private chat, I dropped the IMDb link to that movie.
I seen it. It's with Brooke Shields. Yeah, that movie has fantastic creature design. I watched that with my daughter. We were like, dude, I was mad. I'm like, why the fuck is this werewolf look so cool and this horrible? Like the movie, it's a good kids movie, but it's so good.
But it's so just good. Like shit. Like those could have been used in a real ass horror movie. God damn,
that could have been like what is it, Full Moon or Blood Moon 2? You know what I'm talking about? Or Bad Moon 2. Bad Moon 2. That was kind of what like it looked like the daughter of Bad Moon 2's like wolf. You know what I mean?
Yes. The werewolf effects in that are fucking amazing.
I'm gonna on your way out, I'm gonna play the new Wolfman trailer.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good way to get my ass to leave. All right,
and it's
peace and love, brother. Peace and love, everybody.
You too, bro. And also, yes, I'm gonna do that and let you guys check that out. So, I don't know, man. I can't really tell what this wolf looks like. I mean, it sort of looks like the one that was running around outside of like I think Universal Studios Hollywood, or one of the comic book conventions where they had like a big outdoor set, and he was kind of running around flexing. He looked kind of like a hobo a little bit. I'm just hoping that's not that that one, but judging by this trailer, it kind of looks that way. So let's go ahead and take a look-see at it.
Ginger? Ginger, are you okay? Look at me. Look at me. So, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Are you okay? Hey, we gotta get out of this thing. Hey, no. Don't move. Look through the window right there. You can do it. You'll be okay. You okay?
So you can't see
right now.
It's hard to tell, really. Still gonna peep it out.
Anyone hear me? Hello?
Possibly.
We were in an accident.
Daddy, are we gonna die?
No, it's my job to protect you.
And we were attacked.
Damn.
I think my husband was infected.
by a bum.
Mike. Mike.
Oh man.
Mike.
Daddy. Daddy.
I just hope it don't. It's not like
What's
just
wrong
like a
with
whole
Daddy?
like, you know,
She
kind
got
of
sick.
Brindlefly thing where he's
What's
just
happening?
falling apart through the whole movie. It's just gonna be lame and boring. Yeah.
Can you understand me?
Yeah.
You're scaring me.
He's looking like the dude with the, you know, the hobo. You know, you can see the bald head with the stringy white hair.
Please,
I don't know.
Daddy, please. Hurry, Mommy, he's coming. Come on.
So you can see him a little bit right there. He kind of looks like that bum that was running around outside of Universal Studios. But again, it's really hard to tell. We'll see. Trying to get it. Trying to get it. Gonna get that shot. I think there's one more shot. Maybe not. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. They're not really showing the Wolfman too much. And that's the thing. They kind of get away with that. You know, they don't have to do the Lawrence Talbot movie because they're calling it Wolfman and not the Wolfman. And again, like we've talked about on streams before, what they did with the Invisible Man, I thought it was a good horror movie and a good thriller, but it wasn't the Invisible Man because it's just a dude in a fucking invisible suit. It's basically like a low tier Batman or Spider-Man villain movie, if you ask me. It's not really like a horrific Invisible Man. You know, I think they should have went with something a little more of a mutated dude. You know, but we didn't really get that. I also have this movie coming out right here. This one looks like a crazy kind of movie that's like a kooky, you know, horror movie. This one's called let's see, where's it at? Crazy House. This one's got Nick Frost in it from Shaun of the Dead fame. Go ahead, take a look at this one. That's funny.
Sorry.
We gotta get this fixed. Oh, what can I do you for?
With fix, no problem.
You know, you got that like 80s movie or TV show, you know, it's it goes to shit. And then the wife is Alicia Silverstone from Clueless and Batgirl from Batman and Robin.
This is not what I wanted.
We stopped water.
That's great, but make it stop.
Kill them all.
Tried to be a good Christian. Now get out of my house! Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Dad, is this normal?
Kill them all.
Crazy House is taped in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, gosh. What a mess.
I don't know. I think that movie looks pretty crazy. I have to check it out, you know. Another horror comedy. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I actually got if you guys are into horror, I got my book. It's Butch Cleaver. I'll show you the campaign a little quick shield of my book too. I got the link pinned in the chat if you guys ever want to check out my stuff. It's about this butcher who gets killed, and he's brought back to life by this voodoo doll curse, and it gives him this power to weaponize bone. So he's trying to use that power to basically find out who murdered him. And I got the first 2 graphic novels up here. And yeah, man, if you guys are into like Swamp Thing, Jonah Hex, Hellboy, you might be into this. And takes place in this kind of crazy like town. It comes with all these cards and a wanted poster and stickers and buttons and stuff for the first like 30 backers. So, but yeah, the second book, you got the origin. The town, it's this gothic town called Oubliette. It's filled with the bordellos and cathedrals and yeah, man, voodoo, and it's pretty gnarly. And you're gonna have like cowboys, Indians, pirates, Vikings, basically kind of introduced into the story. And that's Butch right there riding his bull Tor. That's his Batmobile and kind of like his Robin. You know, that's who he talks to. And this is some of the scenes from the second book. Very inspired by like I'd say like The Raid, you know, Tower of the Elephant by Robert E. Howard, Dread, you know, where you got a guy that's got to, you know, climb this tower, if you will, or you know, couple story buildings trying to get to the bad guy. And we go into the origin a little bit. You got zombified voodoo dolls right here. He's taking on a lot of crazy stuff in these 2 books. Perfect for Halloween, and I deliver daily. So if you guys want to check it out, the first book, the first graphic novel, is 72 pages with behind the scenes stuff in the back. The second book, I believe, is 52 pages. I also have some stuff in the back too, and yeah, it's action packed. They're both fun reads, and yeah, they're gonna come with a bunch of tchotchkes. These are all the cards that it comes with. So a lot of cool stuff. You got Preston Azevedo card. You got Death Metal Hero, Luke Agilita card, wanted poster. Yeah, it's all in Fun My Comic, folks. Come check this book out if you want. It's my baby, and go back some Fun My Comic books. Go back some independent comic books. And thanks to everybody that's tuning into the show, that's been watching, that watched tonight. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, that is old Butch Cleaver. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Pops. And yeah, it's almost Halloween. Like I said in the beginning of the show, we got 13 days left. So as always, folks, remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys later. Stay fucking metal.